Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be doing a Christian YouTuber Q&A. For those of you who don't know, my name is omoladeokaiyeto and my channel focuses on faith, travel and reviews, but in the context of this video I will be focusing on my faith content. So I asked a lot of you to send me your questions, and I just want to say thank you for sending those questions, because honestly there were so many and I was just like, oh, wow, how am I going to tackle all of them? Apologies in advance if I'm not able to answer every single question. Some questions were similar, so I have grouped them, but in case, please feel free to email me, DM me if there's any questions that you want me to answer further. So I do have my phone with me because it was a lot, guys. And I do have my responses on my phone as well, because I feel like some of the questions I needed to sit down, take my time and actually reflect on them before coming on camera and just speaking on it. So first question, what is the purpose of your channel? So the purpose of my channel, like I mentioned, it is on travel, faith and reviews, but in the context of this video, the purpose of my faith content is to share people my experiences, what I've gone through, to support and help others, because I genuinely enjoy helping and supporting others. I guess that's the encouraging trait in me. But however, I do believe that God has placed therapists, counselors, psychologists on earth to help and support others, and that's why I always place on, especially my sensitive nature, faith content, to seek out the right help if needed. Next question, are you against your old church? No. It may seem like it, right? No, I'm joking. No, I'm not against my old church. I've met some great individuals there who I'm still in contact till this day, completely understanding that no church is perfect. Every church has its pros and cons, so no, not at all. Do you get more positives or more negatives? Funny enough, I guess due to the type of content that I do, you would expect that I would get more negatives, but in actual fact I actually get more positives. However, there are some negatives. I can't ignore that. It does hurt, it definitely does hurt. We are human, right? But I think what I tend to do is that I focus on Jesus. I remind myself why I am doing my content. I think intention is very important, because I know deep down I'm coming from a good intent. I'm not coming from an intent of malice or grudge or hatred or anything like that. I'm literally coming from a good intent, or to support and help others. That's what definitely helps. But actually, okay, how do you overcome negative comments? Let me just firstly say, I've had negative comments with my travel content, I've had negative comments with my reviews, and I've had negative comments with my faith content. So I think if you put yourself out there, if you got any sort of platform where you put yourself out there, there will always be negative comments. But I feel like how I deal with it, especially with my faith content, is not to react in a negative way. Also, maybe trying to encourage healthy discussions if I have the opportunity to. So, oh yeah, I have a good support network system around me. Sometimes it's good maybe just to talk to a friend about it. Like maybe you received a negative comment and maybe you just want to release or talk to a friend about it. That also helps. I'm grateful that I have a good supporting network around me, because they help me to put things into perspective as well. Oh, this is another one. I always try to look at things in the way Christ would want me to look at things, in the way Christ would want me to treat the situations. I always have to remind myself, like, always look at it in the lens of Christ. And in the Bible, it says that the greatest gift is love. So how do I manifest that? How do I show that? It's treating everyone in love. And prayer, I think prayer is very key. So always asking God for guidance. I always ask God to just guide everything that I say, and then at the same time to help me to handle negative comments or negative feedback or anything like that. Hey, wow, okay, so I can see that all kind of feed into each other. What motivates you to do your video, considering some people may not agree with your content? Yeah, good question. So when I get an email, when I get a DM, when I get a phone call, and people are sharing their own experiences, and maybe they feel that it's easier maybe to confide in me, or they just want to listen in ear, or I get that thank you so much for sharing that really helped me. That is what gives me that encouragement to keep going. At least if it helps one person, I think that's what motivates me. So at times maybe I'll do a video and I might get lots of views or not a lot of views, but one person may have reached out and was like, wow, I really needed that at this moment of time. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm just like, God, like, it's you, honestly, because there's times people have said that they were at a really low, hard moment and they came across my content. And it's not as if I purposely market it to them. No, not at all. And I'm just like, wow. So that's what definitely keeps me going 100%. It's all about the quality as opposed to the quantity. Even if I have mass of people watching, if it's just one person, or God, sorry, has used me to manage and reach out to, that's good enough. And I think that's what motivates me to keep going. This is an excellent question. Do you feel you are in a position of authority as a YouTuber and therefore more accountable to what you say? No. It's two questions in one. Firstly, I don't feel like I'm in authority as a YouTuber. No way, I don't at all. However, I do take full responsibility of the content that I do put out there, because it's my content, right? It's my channel. In a lot of my videos, I do put a disclaimer. So I do mention to people, yeah, okay, you're watching my content, blah, 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 but any decision that you decide to make, it has to be your decision. It can't be because you've watched me and I've said this, that. I always encourage people to do their own research, do their own homework, look at it for themselves, pray to God about it, and let it be a personal decision from you, if that makes sense. So I always try my best to put disclaimers that, look, it's you, it's your personal choice. What do you find most challenging? Right. What I find most challenging is when my channel remains stagnant. Oh my gosh, like, I can't lie, at times, sometimes it feels like my channel is not moving forward, or it's just stagnant, it's just still. You put so much effort, you film, you edit, you do your thumbnails, you do the description, you do the clickbait, you do the SEO, you do all, because a lot goes into YouTube. And like, sometimes I'm like, oh, like, I'm human. I'm like, oh, why is my channel not growing? Or why is it stagnant? Or why am I not getting enough engagement? And blah, 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 blah. As human, these are the thoughts that come through our mind. Let's just be real out here. And at times I do feel like giving up. Like, I can't lie. Within my faith content, I deal with, it's a niche within the faith content. So faith is massive, but within the faith content, what I deal with is topics that maybe people don't necessarily want to talk about or address. They're quite very difficult topics. So at times I do get nervous to upload my video. At times I have to pray to God that, God, please give me strength, man, because it's not easy. This is the challenges that definitely come in terms of being a Christian YouTuber. Oh my gosh. Okay, because I'm doing a bit more collaboration work. So how do you time manage your videos? Hilarious. Okay, so when I'm doing collaborations, what I tend to do is I tend to send a brief and kind of give them a rough idea of how long I want the video to be. I put an agenda as well, so that they know and they come prepared in terms of what they're going to talk about. At times, it cannot be controlled. If one is definitely into what they're saying, I do have flexibility on that on my channel. I try and give room for flexibility. So if I have a particular time frame, I kind of factor in case if I might go over. So I'll be honest, there are some videos that are long. Due to the nature of the subject, it will take maybe longer than a normal average video that I would do. The power of editing, guys, like, I think that's my advantage as well. Like, with editing, you can kind of control time, and if there are some bits that have to be cut out, they have to be cut out. Let me be real. Do you feel you have to be extra spiritual to deliver this type of content? No. Firstly, I just want to say there's no such thing as extra spiritual. I just want to elaborate on that. I believe that God has given me the Holy Spirit, which is the Spirit of God that lives inside of me. That is it. The same Holy Spirit that I have is the same Holy Spirit that everyone else has, for those who believe. I do believe in giftings. Everyone has their own gifting, and some may know it, some may not. So I believe with the content that you deliver, I do respect those who understand their gifting and they deliver content based on that. I have awareness of my gifting. I'm still trying to tap into it a bit more. I think the only difference with me is that I just choose to deliver my content on camera. There's people that I've met, they may not deliver it on camera, but I'm sitting next to them and they are just dropping gems and I'm just learning and learning. And that's the only difference, is that I just choose to switch on the camera and talk about faith content on YouTube. What made you confident to start a channel? I'll be very honest, my channel was very unplanned. Literally, I had no intentions of starting YouTube. So I decided to do a travel vlog on Oman maybe 2-3 years ago. And I just thought, oh, you know, this is a unique place that I'm going to, let me pull it on YouTube. And I was not claiming to be no YouTuber or anything like that. And I got quite a lot of people was watching that particular video. And I thought, oh, maybe you've got something here. You know, you do travel a lot. Like, maybe you can start to just play some of your travel content on there. So I just started to play some of my travel content, still not being very serious about it, I'll be very honest. Then I decided to take it a little bit serious, and then lockdown happened this year. I said, God, like, I can't even travel, I can't deliver the content that, you know, I was delivering before. Like, what do you want me to do? So I did market research. I reached out to others and I just asked questions like, what type of content do you want to see? And I was getting lots of feedback. I got feedback on faith content actually. And I was like, huh? Faith content? I was like, what? Like, why on earth do you want to see faith content from me? I know my faith is very important to me, but I was a bit surprised. Like, you know, I focus on travel, no. Like, why do you want to see faith content? Look, I kind of thought to myself, oh my gosh, if I deliver faith content, it won't be the norm. So I was just like, oh, because I know that my faith content, it is very experience-based. Some of it is quite difficult subjects. So I was just like, why? But I was like, you know what, let me listen. So I started to do a couple of faith content videos. I started to get like responses. I started to notice that it was a bit popular. And I was like, whoa, I was like, God, like, where are you taking me? Like, what are you trying to show me here? So I was like, all right then. Pray about every faith content, especially that I put out there. And I'm just like, okay, God, you just continue to just lead me in this journey and show to me where you want to take me on this and how you want my faith content to evolve and develop. So I'm just more of taking everyone along my journey with me. Hopefully people are able to kind of see the development and improvements along the journey. That's how it's kind of evolved. So now I've just narrowed it down to travel, faith and reviews. And lastly, I just want to fully apologize to anyone I have offended. If I have offended anyone, the content that I have delivered so far and future content that I will deliver, I apologize in advance. Sincerely, it's not to offend anyone in any shape or form. It's all done in love, all done to lead people to truth, and all done to help and support anyone who needs it. I'm fully aware that the content that I deliver is not for everyone. Sincerely, there are people who don't care about my faith content. They care about my reviews, they care about my travel, and I fully respect that. But there are people out there, honestly, do listen to my faith content. I've been told that it's really helped them. But guys, I would love to hear from you. Let me know if there's any particular faith-based content that you want to see from me. Comment below, DM me, email me, let me know. I love feedback. And I also love constructive feedback as well. Constructive feedback helps me to see things in a different way. Trust me. I hope that you enjoyed this video with me. I hope you've gotten to know me through this video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you support a sister. Until next time.